cutting boards. They make for nice practical gifts, and I made a lot of them. I just needed a place to store them and to display them, so I made this. I had these nice pieces of pine lying around with really rustic live edges. I first cleaned all the cracks on the sides, and then I cut out the pieces so that they fit together and marked them for the rough shape that I wanted it. I then screwed the single pieces onto a piece of MDF in order to make them nice and flat, and I cut a bunch of these slots into the wood where I wanted to join them. In all I had 9 slots cut into the 2 boards, and I made them look like stitches to stitch the wood together. I then cut out the stitches themselves with dark wood, since I really wanted to have them jump from the light background. After that, a lot of precise hand shaping was needed in order to make them fit nicely. Once I had them fit nicely, I took the bottom part of the stitches and took off the sharp edges in order to give the glue a little room. I glued them into place and tapped them with a hammer. I left them proud on purpose, so to work them back later to make it nice and flush. At this point, fancy YouTube would pull out a hand plane and make nice curly wood chips, but I got this electrical beast, so using that I cut back the top part, being very careful not to cut too deep. And the rest I did with the sander. Even though the pieces were almost perfect, I had a couple of small hairline cracks, and in order to make them perfect, I used my sander dust and made a little filler to fill in the small minor cracks. If you enjoy content like this or you learned something, subscribe. More is on the way. After it dried, I sanded it one more time, and then it was time to remove it from the backboard, which was really exciting after all this work. I then marked out where I wanted to cut the board square. In order to hold the cutting boards upright, I'm gonna put some poles into it, and I want to make them out of dark wood as well. So here I'm making the poles for that. In order to fit them onto the board, I sanded the bottom part thinner in order to stick them into the hole that I was going to drill. I then proceeded to drill 2 rows of holes into each board in order to put the poles into it. Since at least one of these is going to a local shop, I wanted my brand name to be fitted onto it. Then came the gluing and tapping, lining it all up to make it perfect. And this is what it turned out like after a coat of varnish.